Young Conrad stands before Scotiabank Arena, dwarfed by its immensity, his face lifted in childlike awe. The arena looms, a modern-day colossus, its glass and steel reflecting the boundless sky above. He clutches a hockey stick, his small hands trembling, knuckles stark white against the worn tape. His eyes, wide and hopeful, trace the arena's towering facade, dreaming of legends within. A deep breath steels his resolve. The arena's shadow, a promise of challenge and triumph. Conrad enters the bustling arena lobby, immediately enveloped by the sounds of skates and excited chatter. A wave of families and hockey teams in full gear creates a vibrant, overwhelming scene. He pauses, slightly disoriented, taking in the energetic atmosphere of the arena. The air buzzes with anticipation for the game about to begin. Conrad pauses, a breath catching in his throat as he confronts the rink entrance. A gust of frigid air assaults him, a stark reminder of the arena's icy domain. Inside, players become blurs, their movements swift, intense. He hesitates, a moment suspended between resolve and trepidation. In the locker room, Conrad sits heavily, struggling with his skates, exhaustion etched on his face. He pulls at the laces, his movements strained, each tug a testament to his fatigue. A seasoned player observes Conrad's struggle, his eyes filled with understanding. The older player kneels, offering a hand, a silent gesture of camaraderie and support. With practiced ease, he expertly tightens Conrad's laces, his touch precise and reassuring. The laces are taut, ready for battle, thanks to the seasoned player's quiet assistance. Bright lights glare down on the Scotiabank Arena. The ice glitters, pristine and unforgiving. Conrad takes his first tentative steps onto the ice, his skates slipping on the slick surface. A visible wobble betrays his lack of experience, each movement a challenge. His gloved hands reach out, grasping the boards for support, his knuckles white with effort. The cold seeps into him, a stark reminder of the demanding journey ahead on the unforgiving ice. Under the bright lights of Scotiabank Arena, Conrad steps onto the ice. The cold surface gleams, an ocean of frozen possibility before him. His ankles wobble, betraying his uncertainty with each shaky step. He fights for balance, arms flailing slightly, a study in determination. The vast arena looms around him, amplifying the silence of his struggle. Each breath hangs in the air, a visible testament to his effort. Sunlight glints off the freshly zambonied ice at Scotiabank Arena. Conrad, determined, plants a foot, attempting a forward push. He gains momentum, gliding briefly across the pristine surface. A wobble betrays his inexperience. Balance falters precariously. With a frustrated grunt, Conrad loses his footing completely. He crashes onto the unforgiving ice, sprawling awkwardly. Conrad struggles to his feet on the slick ice, his laughter echoing in the vast, empty arena. He stumbles, arms windmilling for balance, a grin plastered across his face. Determination flickers in his eyes as he pushes himself up once more. Each attempt brings a surge of newfound confidence, a subtle shift in posture. The ice reflects the bright arena lights, mirroring his growing resolve. He begins to glide, a tentative dance on the frozen surface, hope blossoming. Sunlight floods the Scotiabank Arena, illuminating the pristine ice. A coach, a master of the ice, glides with precision, carving sharp lines. He moves towards Conrad, a focused determination etched on his face. The coach halts, a silent challenge hanging in the air between them. He gestures, demonstrating the perfect balance, the ideal push-off. Conrad watches, absorbing every nuance of the coach's expert form. Inside Scotiabank Arena, Conrad focuses intently, absorbing every detail of the coach's instructions. With each stride, Conrad's skating technique refines, his movements growing more fluid and confident on the ice. A sense of ease washes over Conrad as he navigates the ice, a subtle smile playing on his lips. He starts to feel more comfortable, mastering the ice little by little. Inside Scotiabank Arena, Conrad takes his first tentative steps onto the vast, gleaming ice surface. He manages a few strides, the skates wobbling beneath him. A challenge met with determination. A smile blossoms across Conrad's face, a genuine expression of pure, unadulterated joy. He experiences the thrill of gliding, the sensation of freedom washing over him. Inside Scotiabank Arena, Conrad steps onto the ice, his breath misting in the cold air. He joins a group of beginner skaters, a mix of nervous excitement and determination on their faces. The group shuffles forward, tentative movements echoing in the vast, empty arena. Conrad focuses intently, pushing off with one skate, then the other, navigating around the orange cones. Laughter and the scraping of blades fill the air as they practice, a shared journey beginning. Inside Scotiabank Arena, Conrad speeds across the ice, a determined look on his face. He struggles to stop, his skates carving lines into the pristine ice. He loses control, sliding past the marker cone with increasing speed. With a loud crash, Conrad slams into the boards, the impact echoing in the arena. He rises, brushing off the ice, a wide grin spreading across his face. Joining in the laughter, Conrad shares a moment of camaraderie with his teammates. Inside Scotiabank Arena, the coach strides onto the ice, a figure of authority against the stark white expanse. He begins his demonstration, the sharp scrape of skates cutting through the silent arena. With a powerful surge, he executes the hockey stop, a display of skill and precision. A fan of ice erupts, a fleeting spectacle of frozen shards scattering across the rink. The arena echoes with the sound of the stop, the coach's expertise palpable in the crisp air. Conrad glides onto the ice at Scotiabank Arena, a lone figure against the vast expanse of the rink. He attempts a hockey stop, a spray of ice heralding his effort, but momentum betrays him, sending him sliding. Clumsy slide across the ice. Conrad's initial attempt ends in a tangle of limbs and a puff of cold air. Conrad shakes his head, the minor setback doing little to diminish his resolve, a determined spark in his eyes. Undeterred, he rises, the scrape of skates against the ice echoing as he resolutely resumes his practice. Under the bright arena lights, Conrad glides onto the ice at Scotiabank Arena, a determined look on his face. He tentatively shifts his weight, testing the feel of the ice beneath his skates, a slight wobble betraying his nerves. Gathering momentum, Conrad attempts a hockey stop, the scrape of his blades echoing in the vast arena. He struggles, arms flailing slightly for balance, but manages to stay upright, a flicker of triumph in his eyes. Again, Conrad pushes forward, executing a smoother stop this time, a growing confidence evident in his posture. With a final, controlled slide, he masters the hockey stop, a wide grin spreading across his face in accomplishment. Sunlight floods the Scotiabank Arena, illuminating the pristine ice where a coach stands ready to instruct. The coach begins, demonstrating the correct grip on the stick, his movements precise and deliberate. He expertly maneuvers the puck, showcasing fundamental stick handling techniques to his eager players. Players watch intently, their eyes tracking the puck as it dances across the ice under the coach's control. The crisp sound of skates cutting through ice fills the arena as the coach continues his demonstration. Each movement is a lesson, building the foundation for skill and mastery on the ice. Inside Scotiabank Arena, Conrad maneuvers, the cold air frosting his breath. He attempts a fancy move, stick handling with practiced ease, yet the puck defies his control. Each slip of the puck tests his resolve, a battle against the ice itself. Determination etches onto his face as he fights for mastery. The arena echoes with the sharp sounds of skates and the slap of the puck. Conrad's focus sharpens, eyes intent, refusing to yield to the ice's challenge. Sunlight glints on the ice as Conrad steps onto the rink, his focus intense. He centers himself, eyes locked on the puck, ready to begin his practice. Conrad uses his wrists, gently guiding the puck across the ice. His movements grow smoother, stick handling skills slowly improving. A determined look on his face shows his commitment to perfecting his craft. On the ice, Conrad weaves, the puck dancing at the end of his stick. He skillfully maneuvers around a cone, determination etched on his face. A surge of triumph washes over Conrad as he executes the play flawlessly. The arena echoes with the scrape of skates and the thud of the puck. Sunlight glints off the ice at Scotiabank Arena as the coach begins his demonstration. He explains the importance of a strong wrist action, his voice echoing in the empty arena. The coach skates with practiced ease, a fluid dance across the frozen surface. With a sharp snap of his wrist, he sends the puck soaring towards the net. The puck hits the net with a resounding thwack, showcasing the power of technique. His follow-through is perfect, a testament to years of honing his skill. Conrad, eyes locked on the net, lines up his shot on the gleaming ice. His stick swings, but the puck dribbles weakly, a frustrating miss halting his momentum. Resetting, Conrad inhales deeply, channeling focus into his next attempt. He unleashes a more powerful shot, the arena echoing with the force of his drive. Conrad's shot echoes in the empty arena as it clangs off the boards, a miss that fuels his determination. He retrieves the puck, his movements precise, each action a testament to his relentless pursuit of perfection. Brow furrowed in concentration, Conrad adjusts his technique, seeking the elusive sweet spot. He resets, the quiet arena amplifying the sound of his skates as he aims with unwavering focus. On the ice, Conrad lines up his shot, muscles coiled, eyes locked on the puck. A moment of intense focus hangs in the air. With a burst of speed, Conrad strikes, sending the puck hurtling toward the net with incredible force and precision. The puck slams against the post, a deafening clang echoing through the arena, shattering the anticipation. The crowd gasps, a mix of shock and disappointment rippling through the stands as the near miss reverberates. Bright lights shine on the ice at Scotiabank Arena. Conrad lines up his shot, determination etched on his face. He fires the puck. It hurtles towards the goal. The puck hits the back of the net, scoring the goal. Crowd roars with approval, celebrating the successful shot. Conrad raises his stick in triumph, basking in the cheers. Sunlight floods the arena, illuminating the pristine ice as the coach stands center, whistle in hand. The coach divides the players, their exhaled breath clouding the frigid air. "All right, listen up. We're gonna run a quick scrimmage," the coach commands, his voice echoing in the vast arena. "Basic rules apply. Let's work on our passing and zone exits," he adds, emphasizing strategy over aggression. Conrad steps onto the ice. The arena's chill, a stark contrast to his burning anticipation. His skates cut through the fresh ice, each stride a blend of practiced skill and raw nerves. Teammates surround him, a sea of focused faces mirroring his own determination. He focuses, blocking out the roaring crowd, trying to recall every lesson. Each breath is measured, the weight of the game pressing down with immense force. Inside Scotiabank Arena, the ice glares. Conrad struggles to keep pace. Conrad's skates cut across the ice. A determined chase begins. He fights for position, his breath clouding in the frigid air. The puck dances just out of reach, a frustrating game of speed. Muscles burn, lungs ache. Conrad pushes harder, refusing to yield. He strains, a flicker of hope in his eyes. Can he catch up? The resounding crash echoes as Conrad is slammed onto the unforgiving ice by a brutal check. Muscles tense. He absorbs the impact, his determination unyielding against the force. With a surge of willpower, Conrad swiftly rises, his skates a blur as he rejoins the intense play. His blades carve precise lines, slicing through the ice as he accelerates, a man possessed. The arena roars, a cacophony of cheers and adrenaline as Conrad pushes forward, relentless. Conrad skates swiftly across the ice, a blur of motion and determination, puck glued to his stick. A sudden burst of speed. Conrad steals the puck, his eyes blazing with competitive fire. He accelerates towards the net, a lone wolf on the attack, focus sharpening to a laser point. Winding up, he unleashes a ferocious shot, a desperate gamble for glory in the arena's roar. The puck hurtles towards the net, a missile seeking its target, the crowd holding its breath. A heart-stopping save. The goalie's glove flashes, denying Conrad's ambition in a moment. The puck slams into the net, triggering an eruption of cheers from the roaring crowd. Conrad skates with blazing speed, a triumphant grin lighting up his determined face. He leaps into the embrace of his teammates, a surge of shared victory uniting them. The arena thunders with applause as the team celebrates their hard-fought goal. Conrad raises his stick high, basking in the electric energy of the cheering fans. A wave of camaraderie washes over the team, their bond solidified in this moment. Inside Scotiabank Arena, the ice glares under bright lights as the scrimmage intensifies. Players clash, sticks rising and falling in a furious dance for the puck. The air crackles with the sharp sounds of skates carving into the ice. Conrad moves with newfound confidence, his eyes focused and determined. He weaves through opponents, a spark of brilliance igniting his play. The crowd watches, sensing a shift as Conrad takes control of the game. Conrad bursts onto the ice, his gaze locked onto the distant net, a predator stalking its prey in the vast arena. He unleashes a shot, the puck a blur of motion as it whizzes through the air with deadly accuracy. Goal! The red light explodes to life, signaling Conrad's triumph as the crowd erupts in thunderous applause. Teammates engulf Conrad in a joyous frenzy, a chaotic mix of gloves, helmets, and unrestrained celebration. The force of their camaraderie pounds into Conrad's back, each hit a testament to their shared victory. The arena reverberates with cheers, a deafening wave of adulation washing over the victorious team. The shrill whistle echoes, halting the scrimmage on the ice. Conrad's team explodes in joyous cheers, sticks raised high in triumph. A wave of pure elation floods the arena as victory is claimed. Conrad stands tall, a visible sense of accomplishment washing over him. The pride is palpable, radiating from Conrad's beaming face. He soaks in the victorious moment, a champion on the ice. Inside the locker room, Conrad sits on the bench, his body weary, a satisfied smile playing on his lips. He tugs at the laces, the worn leather of his skates whispering tales of battles fought and victories won. The skates drop to the floor with a heavy thud, the sound echoing in the otherwise silent room. His bare feet emerge, revealing the marks of countless hours spent gliding across the ice. A deep breath fills his lungs, the scent of sweat and victory hanging heavy in the air. In the locker room, the scent of sweat and liniment hangs heavy. Conrad sits among his teammates, a sense of anticipation. Conrad gestures animatedly, recounting a play from the scrimmage. His energy is infectious. Laughter echoes through the room, bouncing off the walls. A bond forms. Conrad feels a sense of belonging wash over him. He is part of something bigger now. He is no longer alone. He is part of a team, united by a common goal and shared experiences. Inside the locker room, Conrad meticulously packs his gear, a visible sense of satisfaction etched on his face. The scent of sweat and victory hangs heavy in the air as he prepares to leave, a champion ready for the next challenge. His eyes gleam with anticipation, reflecting the thrill of the game and the eagerness to return to the ice. Every movement is filled with purpose, a silent promise of future triumphs resonating through the empty locker room. Conrad, helmet off, skates towards the bench, a focused look in his eyes. He approaches the coach, a silent exchange passing between them. His teammates watch, their expressions a mix of anticipation and camaraderie. Conrad's voice rings out, clear and decisive. "See you all next week." A wave of acknowledgement ripples through the team, a sense of unity. The arena echoes with the sounds of skates and departing players. Conrad strides into the bustling arena lobby, his steps full of purpose. A genuine smile lights up his face, a stark contrast to his usual guarded demeanor. He moves through the crowd, a sense of ease washing over him, lighter than air. Families and sports teams blur around him, their excitement mirroring his own. Confidence radiates from him, each step carrying the weight of newfound freedom. Conrad emerges from Scotiabank Arena, a triumphant figure silhouetted against the daylight. He pauses, casting a look back at the arena. A subtle smile plays on his lips, a quiet acknowledgement of his accomplishment. His grip tightens around the hockey stick, a tangible symbol of his passion and dedication. The arena looms behind him. Each stride carries the weight of ambition realized and future goals yet to be achieved. Conrad moves down the street, lost in his own world, stick handling an imaginary puck with focused intensity. Sunlight catches the determined set of his jaw as he envisions himself in a real hockey arena. His eyes gleam with youthful ambition, picturing the roar of the crowd and the thrill of the game. Each stride carries the weight of his dreams, the pavement transforming into a sheet of ice. The everyday street fades as Conrad's imagination ignites, fueling his passion for hockey. Conrad lies awake in the darkness, his eyes wide, lost in thought as shadows dance around him. A montage of the day's events flashes through his mind, vivid and exhilarating. The rush of skating, the wind's caress, the sharp crack of the goal, each moment replays with intensity. A smile slowly spreads across Conrad's face, a silent acknowledgement of his triumph. He relives the satisfying crack as he scored a goal. The thrill lingers, chasing away the darkness, replaced by a quiet sense of accomplishment. In his bed, Conrad dreams, his face tight with imagined effort. He is lost in the world of dreams. The small bedroom vanishes as Conrad transforms into a hockey star under blazing lights. He skates effortlessly across the ice, a beacon of skill amidst roaring crowd. Weaving through opponents with incredible speed, Conrad dominates, a true star. Conrad lies in the tranquil embrace of sleep, a soft smile gracing his lips under the moonlit night. The room is awash in a gentle moonlight, casting long shadows that dance with the quiet anticipation in the air. Lost in dreams, he appears serene, his face reflecting the hopeful visions that fill his slumber. A sense of peaceful expectation permeates the room, hinting at the adventures awaiting Conrad in his dreams. Sunlight glints off the glass of Scotiabank Arena as Conrad approaches, a confident stride in his step. He pauses, the massive structure of the arena looming behind him, a symbol of his growing ambition. A determined look hardens his features as he walks toward the entrance, ready to face the ice again. He adjusts his hockey bag, a familiar weight that now feels lighter with newfound confidence. The air crackles with anticipation as he pushes through the doors, eager to begin his second lesson. He smiles, a genuine expression of excitement and eagerness, ready to embrace the challenge ahead. Inside Scotiabank Arena, the ice gleams under bright lights, awaiting the skater's arrival. Conrad confidently steps onto the rink, his skates carving smooth arcs into the fresh ice. His movements are fluid and practiced, a dance of precision and power. A smile plays on his lips as he glides effortlessly, a master of his domain. He greets his teammates with a nod and a grin, camaraderie filling the air. Ready to push his limits, Conrad prepares for the challenges of practice. Conrad skates carving precise lines, glides across the rink, his confidence growing with each stride. He weaves through phantom defenders, the puck a mere extension of his will. Each shot explodes off his stick, a testament to his relentless improvement. The puck finds the net with increasing ferocity, a symphony of skill and power. Conrad, with renewed focus, enters the scrimmage, skating with a determined edge. He weaves through opponents, stick handling with impressive dexterity. The puck flies off Conrad's stick, hitting the back of the net. Goal! Conrad celebrates with his teammates, a triumphant grin spreading across his face. The final buzzer sounds, signaling victory for Conrad's team. The locker room buzzes with the scent of sweat and triumph, a palpable energy filling every corner. Conrad, eyes ablaze with passion, is swallowed by a wave of jubilant teammates. His laughter rings out, a pure, unadulterated sound amidst the joyous chaos. The camaraderie is powerful, each slap on the back a testament to shared victory. A profound sense of belonging washes over Conrad, settling deep within his core. Conrad emerges from Scotiabank Arena. The bustling city sounds a symphony to his ears. A wide, hopeful smile lights up Conrad's face, reflecting the arena lights. He pauses, taking a deep breath, the crisp air filling his lungs with ambition. A glint of determination in his eyes. He sees only the limitless possibilities ahead. This moment is just the prologue to his burgeoning hockey legacy.